Hey everybody, this is Ryan Wild and I'm from the Superior Network's Training and Personal Development team. Today we're going to do episode 4 of the Introduction to Visual Basic, and we're going to be aiming to probably complete the program we started 2 episodes ago. If you'll remember last episode, we more or less just kind of set the structure up again based off of what we did in the second episode. What I want to kind of get done today is ideally at least the subtraction, multiplication and division. And that'll probably be about it, to be honest. If I can remember to do squaring and we're not running too kind of much, you know what I mean, if we're not pushing it a bit much, then yes, I will include that. And then for the next episode, episode 4, we'll start a new project on loops, and we'll do a password checker or a random number generator, something like that you can get your head around, and that will be quite useful. And to be honest, there won't be a lot more than that will kind of get you into VB. I've kind of covered everything you need to make the very basic programs, and I'm currently learning myself object-orientated, the programming of it, and I will aim to have either in addition to this or as a separate tutorial, I'll aim to have something on that up at some point. In case you haven't checked out the channel, I can't guarantee what's up at the moment, because at the moment, as I'm recording this, it's a lovely Monday, and there'll be nothing on the YouTube because actually I haven't even started editing any of these videos. What I can tell you is that there will definitely be something to do with the basics of a bucket plugin. That's something that's already been started and recorded, so do go and check that out if you haven't. It's Java. It's not the kind of thing that's suitable for if you've never done Java before, whereas this is something you can do if you've never done VB before. But it most definitely is quite useful if you want to get into Minecraft plugin development. As I'm sure many of you know, obviously there are problems with CraftBucket and such at the moment, and as soon as either Sponge or Glowstone, which are the two current main kind of options for it, have something, we will probably discontinue the bucket plugin, and we'll probably ourselves learn the API and then start doing tutorials using either Glowstone or Sponge. Probably Sponge, mainly because bucket API is in Glowstone, and as such it's kind of doing the exact same thing, but the server is just a bit more limited in its features itself because the core server is different. We haven't recorded any WinSCP, and we haven't recorded any putty videos yet, which is a bit of a shame. I will be doing some, and if it isn't already, you'll see a video on about the BTEC Extended National Diploma for Software and Web Design Unit 30, which links into Unit 2 and Unit 28. That I recorded again recently, and hopefully will be up soon. It really depends if I can get the introduction I want up. If I can get an introduction done, or someone do it for me, it'll come up. If not, we'll probably, you know what I mean, basically if there's an introduction to this video, you know we got someone to do it. If not, it'll probably be a PowerPoint slide that says Superior Networks, this is what we're doing. So I've just wasted 4 minutes of a video, so yes, if you have just skipped through all of this, welcome back. We're going to actually do some Visual Studio. So open up Visual Studio, and you'll see your project if you open it. So again, you need File. To open project, you need to find it. And you'll be greeted with this wonderful project, maybe very similar. And yes, we've kind of set the basics up now. We will come back to this project maybe in the future after we do loops, because we'll make it loop round and we'll make it kind of say, would you like to exit now, or are you happy to continue? But yes, we're kind of running out of things that I can teach you that I've remembered myself that is even vaguely interesting and has a practical use. A lot of the tutorial series will be quite short and to the point, mainly because I don't want to waste your time. I mean, there is no point in me recording a 100-episode tutorial on how to say hello world. I mean, I know someone might want to learn how their keyboard works and how to use a mouse. That's not really what I want to be teaching you. So, first thing you can basically do is copy and paste everything there. So from the if select to the else if, and copy and paste that into 2, into 3, and into 4. So, number 1 is still going to stay addition. Number 2, however, which is from here to here, is now going to be subtraction. So, we're going to have to change some things. And we now need to change that first question to please enter the number to be subtracted from. So, it is going to require a bit of tweaking actually. I'm going to have to think of how to do this. So, while I think about this, yes. Okay, I think I've devised a very stupid way of doing this. And the basic way I'm going to do it is changing that. Well, I'm not going to leave that actually. So what we're going to basically do is say the total is adding to number 1. So for the reason that if I say that I want to do the number to be taken away from is 50, I want to do 0 plus 50. Then the number to be taken away from this, so the number you want to take away from, leave a space, and I want to do that. I want you to do a plus. I don't want you to do an and sign right in tot, and sign, speech marks, space, no, just and tot. And I want you to just change that plus to a minus. And then we're just going to change that to the answer is, there you are. So let's just test this code. I'm going to select function number 2, do 50, and we'll do 20. The answer is 30. This should actually work for almost anything. So, if we run number 2 again, if we want to do minus 800 and then 50, it is going to be minus 850. It is going to work it out because what it is basically doing is saying what is the first number, take away the second number. It will always abide by the standard laws of math. It's about as simple as that, to be honest. There's no real way around that. Okay. The second number, and this is why I think I'm going to actually change it a bit now. So, you see, if you go back to the top, you've got number 1. What we're now going to actually do is we're going to add a DimNone2 as string. And the reason for this is because it's going to allow us to basically do the math in a one-step calculation. At the moment it's doing a two-step calculation. It isn't major, but if you had 1 million or 1 billion people trying to execute this question at once, it's going to be a bit slow. So, we're going to say that num1 is still that, and we want it to check if it's a number, but we don't want it to do anything if it is. What we're then going to say is that there is number 2. Then what we want to do is num1 plus num2 is equal to total if that second one is a number. Hope that makes sense. But what we're also going to then have to say there is num1 is equal to 0. And there we're going to have to say num2 is equal to 0. And we are actually going to move that out and we're going to put it above the console clear. So basically what it's now doing is checking if it's a number and only flagging if it is not. Now what we can do to make that better is say if not, oh god, I've hit insert, numeric, we're done. What? Okay, there you are. So if it is not numeric, then do that, and we just delete the else, and it basically cuts it down from like a 6 or 7 line to a 4 or 5 line. And we just copy and paste that there and put it in there, replacing num1 with num2, and same there. Ta-da! So because the math's been done after now, we'll just copy from there to the top, oh no, there to there, so if to if, nearly, and we'll do there to there, and it just looks so much cleaner. Same again there to there. I've broken something somewhere. Okay, sorry, scrap that. So number 2, so I want to do that if goes to that if, that if goes to that if. I want to do there to there then. Okay, that's not gonna, why isn't it working? Am I being stupid here? So that if goes to that end if, that end if goes to that if, that there. Oh, you know what? This isn't playing nice. Let's basically start again on the second bit. What the bloody hell is going on? Okay, from the console to the console. Then from console to console. Why the hell is there an extra if in there? That does not belong there. That's why it's breaking. That if didn't belong there. Okay, where were we? Console to console. We're going to do console to console, deleting that if. Recopy. A lot. Not that much. There. There, paste. And we're going to put it in 5 as well. Okay, breathe, people. We spent 15 minutes with me running around like a headless chicken. Okay, we're going to go back now to number 2. And we're now going to change that to please enter the starting number. And we'll ask what number do you want to take away from the starting number of, and remember that space, and num1. So what we're then going to do is num1 take away num2. Haha! Change it to answer if. Right, the third thing is multiplication. So it's going to the first number to be multiplied to multiply, and we change that plus there to a star or an asterisk or whatever you call it. Multiply together. And option number 4 is divided. Please enter the starting number. And then what number do you want to divide? Trying to think of how to word this. We're gonna do. Oh god, how can I word this? I've had a complete brain freeze now. Okay. What number do you want space and num1 and speech mark space to be divided by question mark close speech marks? We're then going to replace that plus with a forward slash. And we're just going to change that to answer. Right. Because my brain is currently shutting down and going into a deep state of hibernation, I'm going to leave number 5 for you guys to do. At the beginning of the next episode, I will kind of go over the answer to it and what you should have got. But it will literally just be, this is what you should have got. You can freeze the video there. Then I'm going to move on to loops and such. Right. If you're still alive, or you have not hung yourself or tried to shoot yourself from this somewhat less interesting video than any other I've probably ever recorded, then congratulations. Go downstairs, make a cup, or have a cookie. If you have any questions, which I wouldn't honestly blame you if you did, feel free to comment. I will try and help where I can, and if I can't, I'm sure there'll be someone else in the lovely YouTube community that will actually have a better understanding of VB than I do. You can also tweet us, email us, support ticket us. You can Skype us, actually. That's a new one I haven't said before. Our Skype is superior.support. We aren't often not showing us online, but if you send a message, someone will get it and you get a response. But again, the quickest thing to do probably is tweeting us, actually, because we are all addicted to Twitter. We live on Twitter. Yeah, because I haven't said it in a while, our email address is admin@superior, then a dash, then networks.com, and our website is www.superior-networks.com. There might be a page coming on the website about these sort of videos. That sort of dry, boring stuff that no one else will read except any person that might be watching this video. So, I've been Ryan Wild. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.